This should be fun. So one of my subscribers sent me this.
What is that one?
One of my subscribers. He sent me this for my birthday. And I have the matching mug, but it's in the kitchen. I use that more for tea. But the only thing is this side is missing an eyeball.
Oh. I thought that was kind of part of it. I was like, oh, that looks metal. Missing an eye?
I'm trying to think who it reminds me of. It reminds me of some movie character. I just can't think of who. But
oh, shit. We got Dog Soldier 70. Welcome. We got the Asian movie enthusiast, Eric. Welcome. All right. Welcome to the stream. We're going to relax a little bit, do some bullshit a little bit. Wait for some more people to join.
Mm-hmm.
In the meanwhile, what are you drinking, dear?
I am drinking blue Vin from Germany or Germany. I don't know why it's that accent. I don't even know what accent that is, so I'm not trying to offend anybody. So
got some Jack here. That's right.
Oh, you got the Fireball one?
Yup.
How's that one?
It's a little chilly today. Felt like being a little warm. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. All right.
Yeah.
Non-sponsored.
Non-sponsored. We're not sponsored here. We're not sponsored by our alcohol beverages, but we will not say no. We will not say no.
What's going on, Carrie? Welcome to the.
Hi, Carrie.
What's crap?
Uh-oh, you kind of stalled a little there. Uh-oh. Phat Samurai Guy, can you hear me?
Yeah, you're good.
There you go. You're good. You're good now. Yeah.
You're good.
No, that reminds me. I should
get. We have a Crystal Moon. Welcome, Crystal Moon. Another spooky person.
Mary, that's my homegirl. That's my homegirl. Getting the battery to charge this thing.
I said I got some tap. I got some tap here.
Oh, chaser with it. Okay, now he's not frozen anymore. He's good, Doppelganger. Yeah, we had a little moment, but it's okay. It's okay.
Got to pour a little bit here, get this going.
Yeah, we're just waiting a little bit. So.
Oh yeah. Woohoo. Movies and heavy metal, love it. All right.
Of course, horror movies go well with metal, so. Time to get offensive. Well, they're not exactly the most tame movies out there or appropriate. So we are not going to be able, we got to remember, especially because it's your channel and you actually make money off of this. So
I do
remember to be careful on how we say certain things. We need to reword it, be PG-13 at least. We can't even be R because
kind of. No, we could say fuck it.
Oh no, like words like that, but I mean like, you know,
Dark Gable, what's up?
Dark Gable. Oh, I like his name.
Cheers to the early chat.
Cheers to you all.
Skull.
Yeah, I know. Earlier I was feeling like crap, and like I said, I was like so agitated. All I ate was a salad, and I felt so much better. That goes to show you how important your vegetables are.
Oh.
It goes to show you. Although I can't stand broccoli anymore. I used to eat it all the time. Now I can't. I can't even look at it.
Yeah, I'm not really the worst for me is like lima beans, lima beans, peas, asparagus, and squash. You like asparagus?
I just always forget to cook it because I always forget I have it there, so it always goes bad. It goes stringy, and it's just like, oh. But I'm horrible at cooking, so I'm horrible to remember to cook anything.
Cheers, Eric.
Cheers.
Got some more cheers here. Love it. All right, we got 19 people watching. Let's go ahead and get it crack-a-lacking here.
All right.
Others, they usually join a little bit later. So
yeah.
Again, cheers to everyone. Thank you for joining the stream. Excuse me. Welcome to another episode of the Verbal Nectar podcast live. That's right. Phat Samurai Guy is here with
JaxB, TheRipper. Oh, I'm sorry. Was I supposed to wait? I know, you gotta do the opposite.
JaxB, TheRipper. That's right. And today on the stream, we are going to talk about asparagus. We're here to talk about asparagus and lima beans. That's why we're here. Oh, we got another one. Beefy. Cheers, brother. That's right. Love it. Love it. All right. No, we are here to talk about Disney movies.
Because they can get a little hard.
Yes. Frozen. What did you think of Frozen?
I've only seen the first one. I haven't seen the second one. So I liked Frozen, but I just
spit all over the laptop. Hold on. Clean air. Hold on.
No, not the laptop.
Oh, damn it. I knew that was going to happen one day. Okay. All right. All right. On a serious note. Okay. So as a warning, the two films that we are going to talk about, and occasionally three, I might go into a third one. Jax, you do not know, but I'm going to throw one on you later. I kept it as a surprise.
Okay.
Okay. So we're going to go into Frozen. We're going to talk about Frozen. And then we're going to go into a Serbian film, unrated version, and then we're going to go into Martyrs, the original, early 2000s version, unrated. And then after that, we're going to have some fun. I know you have a few extra ghost stories for us. Chat loves to watch that. Yeah. So we're going to go into spoilers though, guys. So if you guys are interested in seeing these two movies, go ahead and bounce out. You can stay if you want, but go watch the two films, come back to the stream a little bit later. But we're going to talk spoilers, okay? Because we have to. These movies have been out for a long time already. It's not like these are brand new.
I think, right? Yeah. 2010, 2013, or even
longer. They've been out. So we're going to go ahead and do spoilers on both of them. So one day, my buddy Edgar said, "Hey, man, can I come over? I got a movie you got to see." And I was like, "Sure, yeah, man. Come on over." He comes over. He goes, "I got this bootleg DVD copy of this movie called A Serbian Film." And I'm all like, "A Serbian film?"
You were able to rent movies.
Huh?
Was this the days where you were able to rent movies?
No. Because it came out, what you said, 2013 it came out?
I think, see, the thing is there were still indie shops left. I mean, Blockbuster went out of business in the 2000s. But there was still, like, around my neighborhood, at least, I've seen, like, little indie shops still with the VHSs even. So
right. Nice one, Eric. Nice one.
Well, that's what I was just asking.
No. This is like we're not back in the Hollywood or Blockbuster era, but he found this bootleg. Somebody that he knows recommended the movie. You know, told him where he could buy the DVD, the bootleg DVD. He bought it and he brought it over, and he sat down with me and another homie who's not really known to watch extreme type of movies. So you got me and Edgar. We're down with the extreme. You know what I'm saying? We know Cannibal Holocaust. You know, we've seen extreme movies. Okay, but my buddy Mike, he's not really an extreme movie guy, but he's just there to hang out with us and watch movies. Well, at the end of the movie, I'm going to say this. Me and my buddy Edgar were like, "Yeah, fuck yeah." And my buddy Mike was just like, he looked traumatized. And I think I scared him from coming over because he hasn't come over my house since.
Oh,
I think I've scared him from coming over to visit. So, without further ado, let's go ahead and dive into A Serbian Film. How did you come across the movie?
Mojo, on YouTube, mojo.com or whatever. I think this is when I first started getting into special effects makeup, and I started getting into like Argento and all that. So then I saw something on mojo.com, and it was like, top 10. It was like, I don't know, disturbing film, something around that. And I just remember, what was it? They talked about that movie. They talk about Sallow. I'm not sure if I'm saying it right. They were talking about that. They didn't say Martyrs, though. I was surprised. Martyrs, I found out through Spooky Astronauts.
Okay.
But I'm jumping ahead. Sorry. But they talked about a Serbian film.
Excuse me.
And then as soon as they said, newborn, like, you know what I'm talking about, right? Newborn.
Yeah.
Where he's young, newborn. Like, as soon as I heard that, at first I was like not going to watch it. I was like, I'm sorry, no, I can't do this. It's just too far. Yeah. But then after doing special effects, makeup, and everything, things, I was getting immune to it.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm gonna give this movie a chance. So and don't get me
fantasy.
Wrong.
It's not real.
Don't get me wrong, I was like in love with the special effects, what they were doing and everything. And even the fake baby that everyone thinks is real, but it's just, I was just like, wow, that's a good job, but they messed up on that, but that's a good job. I was just like, I was like that. But
shout out to Fluffy Pig Monster. Thanks for joining, buddy.
But also the main thing that made me want to watch it was because we were talking about Goodnight Mommy. I remember that because Goodnight Mommy had just came out, the Austrian film that supposedly was so scary. And one of my friends, she's very chicken shit. So she was like, that was such a scary movie. I couldn't handle it. I was like, really? That was not scary. It was disappointing to me. But she then mentioned how, and the reason why I mentioned if you rented it or not, because you said bootleg or whatever. My friend Susan was like, yeah, I'm not into horror films, but I would decide to give one a chance. And my friends went to like a video rental place and they asked for the most scariest movie. And they're like, oh, you're going to love this film. So the guy is an asshole and pulls out a Serbian film. And he watched it in front of my friend who's like, real chicken shit. She thought, Mommy, what's it called? Not Mommy Dearest.
Goodnight Mommy.
Mommy was a scary film.
Yeah.
And she said when they got to that baby part, she flipped, and then she got mad at her friends, and then the friends were like, "We didn't know that was going to be in it." So that's where I was like, "Okay, I need to watch this film," because if she thought not Mommy Dearest, I keep calling it that.
Goodnight Mommy. Goodnight Mommy.
Goodnight Mommy. I was like, if she thinks Mommy's bad,
I lost you for a second.
I need to see how. Huh?
Okay. You're back now. You're back now.
I was like, if she thinks Goodnight Mommy's bad, I need to see how bad this is, because I didn't think, because then I had thought maybe it's not that bad, but then after I saw it, I was like, okay. Thankfully, I had a bottle of Jack Daniels that day with me. Yeah. It wasn't even 5 o'clock, but it was 5 o'clock somewhere, as the country song goes.
Yeah.
It just made me hate humanity more, but I was just like, and I took a nap.
I think this is hilarious that how similar we both are in terms of experiences. We both really liked it, but we had a friend there that freaked the fuck out and was like, yeah. So, but I love Mike. He's a homie. He's a good guy. But it's just, I mean, come on. I mean, you got to warn a brother, I guess, sometimes. So warning. Those of you that are casual moviegoers, casual horror fans, okay? We're talking maybe some of the bullshit from the Blumhouse studios, okay? Blumhouse, once in a while, they'll make a good movie, okay? But I'm talking like, give me some good examples of like recent horror films. Like I'm talking like The Bye-Bye Man. If The Bye-Bye Man scares you, for example, you probably are not going to watch, or you're probably not going to like or enjoy.
I like no more wire hangers. Well, at least we all have a dark sense of humor here. That's all that matters.
Yeah. And Fluffy Pig goes, did you ever watch I Spit on Your Grave? Have you seen that, Jax?
No, not yet. I want to, but I've seen, reviews on it. But
right. You want to hear something interesting? It's a good movie. The remake, in my opinion, had better kills. But it's a good movie. But it's a rough one. It's a rough ride. But it just builds the angst and the anger in you as a viewer to want revenge on these assholes. And then when they finally get it, you're just like, But that's the thing. That's the thing is you got to get through the grimy stuff. You know what I mean? To get your reward. Here's something funny. Before we get on a Serbian film, me and my buddy Edgar went to. We went twice. It was 2 different showings. One was I Spit in Your Grave, and we went down to the theater in Hollywood, and they played the original, and then right after that they played the remake. The theater was full of women, and they liked it. I just want to throw that out there.
You're like the only people.
Right now, here's another one. We went to another. It was the same Hollywood theater we went to. They played The Human Centipede 2. Have you seen the Human Centipede movies?
No, but
Okay.
it's not really hard to comprehend or anything. And I think the third one was about a prison. The second one was inside of what was it? A parking lot? The one of those that you could close down?
Well, the third one, the prison one, I haven't got around to watching that one, but I've seen the first 2. Now, here's the funny thing. The first one, you probably will laugh. It'll probably make you laugh because the evil scientist guy is kind of darkly comedic in a way. Yeah. Feed her. I mean, you're probably going to laugh at that, all right? But it's funny because everything that everybody was scared of that they thought in their mind what they were going to see in the first Human Centipede, you didn't see. It was Human Centipede really wasn't that graphic.
So it just kind of like mind tricked you, basically.
I mean, yeah, stuff happens and you get the gist of what's happening, but they didn't really show it graphically. The second movie, right? They showed everything. Okay, so those of you that are watching and are interested in the Human Centipede movies, that's our little take on it. So
kind of like with Scarface when they put the chainsaw against the guy's head, it didn't even touch the guy's head. They just showed blood splattering.
Yeah, it was implied.
Yeah, you've seen the behind the scenes, right?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, we're talking about that. Uh-oh, did you freeze? You froze. Okay, let's give it a minute, you guys. In the meantime, let me see. Oh, there you are. There you are. There you are. I see you. Yeah.
All right. So, what we're trying to say, the point we're trying to make is, casual film goers that, there's nothing wrong with being a casual moviegoer, but they just can't comprehend or they can't mentally prepare themselves for extreme movies when they come across it. Okay. Yeah. We're not bashing anyone. No. It's just that if the bye-bye man, again, the bye-bye fucking man, okay, if that's, what is the name of that damn movie? Wish Upon. If Wish Upon, Annabelle, stuff like that, if that scares you, probably not going to want to watch A Serbian Film or Martyrs. It's probably too much for you guys to handle. Okay?
It's not good with gore.
Yeah. But if you have an open mind like we do, we have an open mind. We like all different genres. We like foreign films. And if we like regular movies and extreme movies, if you have an open mind, you'll probably be okay. But they're heavy. They're heavy. I know I know A Serbian Film was banned in some countries.
In a lot of countries.
I think
Singapore was one of them.
I think it might be getting a Blu-ray release now. I'm not positive about that though.
Because I have the DVD, but I didn't know Blu-rays. Yeah.
How did you even find that on DVD?
I got it off was it eBay?
Okay.
Or Amazon. I can't remember. It was years ago. It was like 4 or 5 years ago. So
yeah. All right, let's get to the movie. All right, so we have an ex-porn star who's basically retired. Again, we're going to go with spoilers in the movie. He's retired. He has a family. He has a beautiful wife and a cute little son. It seems like he did well.
A little kid, but okay.
I'm just saying he's not hideous. I'm just
It's a weird looking kid. I'm sorry. That shit. No, I'm sorry.
So the house that they're living in, it seemed like he did pretty well, right? For himself.
Yeah.
It's not like they're homeless. It seemed like they're living pretty well. But it kind of looks like money's, running out. Money's getting low, and he's got to pay. He's got to fend for his family. So he gets a call from an old porn buddy, a female porn actress, who now does porn in the different genre of porn. Now that's what she does.
Not stuff I would watch, but yeah.
In the adult industry, okay. But
We
she
want
gives
a whole
yeah, she gives him a call and she's like, "Hey, might have a gig lined up for you. This one gentleman, he's got a lot of money. He's super rich. He's into art house."
I'm ugly kid.
Nice one, Crystal. Nice. All right, I'm gonna have to meet Crystal one day. Maybe she could join the stream one day.
She lives in North Carolina, but okay.
Anyway, she gives him a call and say, "Hey, I might have a gig for you. I know you're retired. You don't do it anymore, but this guy, he's really into these really weird art house type of films. He's into the adult industry himself. He wants to do some of this huge avant-garde type of project. You might want to talk to him and stuff like that." So they meet, they talk, and what's the old saying, Jax? What's the old saying? If it's too good to be true, it's probably not.
Yeah.
Right.
I would say they offered him a large amount of money, but they wouldn't give him a plot like what the movie was about. And I know you guys are thinking like it's porn. Why does it need a plot? Well, even so, you need to like. This was like way before like like the amateur shit kicked off and the OnlyFans kicked off. This was still when like porn was hanging on to like having the scripts and everything. So it was still during that time. So I know his big issue throughout the whole, like it was almost like a good hour. See, that's the thing. It's a good buildup, you guys. Mm-hmm. The first hour you think is like, oh my God, how can I describe the movie? It's like, oh, I can't. You get really invested, but you're forgetting for a minute it's a horror film. Let's just say that. So
thanks for the donation, Beefy.
So you're not even thinking about it for the first hour, but like that first hour, he's questioning, the director. He was like, okay, you're paying me all this money, but it's like, you're not telling me what's the plot. What do I have to do? And then they just tell him, well, we're going to put like a little earpiece and we're just going to tell you what to do. So,
but that's the whole concept of the piece is that he doesn't know.
He doesn't know what's
going to happen.
Yeah.
That's the kick. You know, he doesn't know. So that's why kind of how he kind of sells it to him. Plus the number is so, uh-oh, you laughing at
I need to tell you something. But when I saw that movie that year, a couple months, okay, remember, I used to do, freelance. I was like a makeup artist on set and everything, right? There was this indie film I had to work on that year. And it must have been like 2 or 3 months after I seen A Serbian Film. Yeah. And I just remember my mentor at that time, his name is Rich. He got me a gig. Good for you, Fluffy. Good for you. I hope you're having a bonerific day, by the way. But I just remember nobody sent me a script. And I'm like, I need to know what to do here. Like nobody's sending me a script because I was working underneath my mentor. Right. But he didn't send me a script. Nobody sent me a script. So I'm over here texting my friend. I'm like, I think I'm going to enter a snuff film. And then she's like, why do you say that? I was like, because they gave me my rate. They gave me, they gave me locations. But nobody sent me a script until the day before. Right. So I'm paranoid. I'm over, and then we got to go to the desert. It's in oh my God, it's by San Diego. It starts with an A. You probably know it. It's hideous. It's like a very famous wine area. Oh my God, I can't remember the name of it. But you probably would know it because you're more out in the desert. But it's very like Tweakerville, like very Tweakerville. It's very like, trailers all over the place and they're all far apart. And at that time, weed wasn't legal. So like they were growing shit and people like, will rob each other for it and stuff. So it was in that area. And I'm just like, oh my God, where the fuck are they sending me? So the whole time I'm actually thinking I'm going to be in a snuff film watch. I'm going to be in a snuff film. Till finally they send me the script the night before. Oh, that show was a mess. That movie was a mess. I'm glad it has to see the light of day. But anyways, Oh yeah, we're talking about the movie. Okay, so the point is the guy just had no idea what he was doing. The main actor, I mean,
Yeah,
Milo.
that was the hook for these viewers that they're going to want to watch the movie. The
Alpine.
hook for them.
Yes, Fluffy, you know it. Yeah, he knows what I'm talking about.
Yeah, that's Fluffy stomping grounds. Not out there, but he's aware of the area.
Nobody go there. If you're coming out for the first time in California, do not go to Alpine, California. That's really like it's a Tweakerville. It's Tweakerville. The people there are scary. I mean, there's a nice side, don't get me wrong, but still not worth it.
You're making it sound like Leatherface and his family lives out there. Is it that bad? Oh wow.
Jax on your wall. Thank you. Everyone loves my Eddie.
Well, you gotta love Eddie, man. Well, back to the movie. So I know you're wondering, well, why this guy, right? It's not like the guy is super tall and ridiculously jacked and ripped. It's not like he's super handsome, but he has a talent in a certain area.
And it's very important in the photography world. Very important.
He has a talent to where even his own brother is like
jealous.
Like, what the fuck, man? And so throughout the movie, you can tell there's something not too right with the brother. I mean, the brother's eyeballing his wife, his brother's wife, and he's just kind of like, something's not right, And even he's like watching one of his brother's movies while he's having fun with a female.
And then it switched to like a family birthday party right after that as he having fun with the female. I was like, what the? Oh no. That's what John said. But it's just.
But that's why he's the chosen one, is what I'm saying. Like, because when you look at the guy, you're like, what's so great about that guy? Like at first glance, right? And then you find out later, oh, okay, he's good in that area. All right. So without spoil, I mean, I know we're going to go into spoilers, but we can't go into too much detail.
It's impossible to talk about this film without going into some kind of spoiler.
Yeah. Well, I'll let you take it over from where we left off.
Okay. So basically, let me just say this. Okay, there's going to be spoilers, but
big paycheck for this gig to set up his wife and family for life.
I will say this. Okay, so this is where you start. Oh God, what's another word for it? Because I don't want YouTube to strike you for this. Okay, the first location they had to go to was an abandoned orphanage. Okay, there was a minor there. She wasn't part of it though. Well, technically, she wasn't part of it.
In the background.
She was in the background, but she does have. I don't even know if I should go into that part, but that comes up later. But her mom is part of the project. Let's just say that. And she is known, the mother, to take really good beatings, but there's a backstory to her and the daughter, and it gets very sick and twisted from there.
Right. But all you could say is that the lead, excuse me, we're gonna call him Dirk Diggler. No, we're calling him.
His name is Milo. That's easier, but
Dolph Diggler? No, Milo. So Milo, his reaction to what the fuck is happening while he's doing the thing, he's like, "What the?" And there's cameras everywhere, and they look like cops.
Yeah.
They look like cops. Even he mentions that, like, why are these real cops holding the cameras during this? Like, what is happening right now? Like, I don't know, man. I don't know. So he's getting cold feet, but that money,
Well, the first scene he does, it was just a normal scene. So it was just with a normal girl. That's it. So it wasn't, but there was weird stuff going on.
It was still kind of like,
why are we filming this in an abandoned orphanage? Why is there a 13-year-old girl right there
in the background?
Yeah.
Right.
So that was the thing that just was off. Like, you go to these places like that. Like, I've even seen porn stars interviews when they film stuff at home. They say they make sure in the residential area that they're in, they wait till the children go to school and then they start doing their stuff in the residential area. So, but this is like there was a minor right there. You know what I mean? So.
Yeah. Anyway, go ahead and keep going. I'm gonna refill here.
So sorry, I need to close the window, and the window's like right across from me. I don't need my neighbors to be hearing me. But dirt. So okay, now I can't get the name out of my head.
That's it, everybody. That's it. Dirk Diggler.
All right, everybody voted me out on it. So, all right, so
we'll call him Diggles.
So after the normal scene, you know, just with typical boy and girl scene. After that, the thing is, he gets picked up. The Dirk Diggler. He never drives over there until like I think like his third gig. I think it is. I'm not sure.
Yeah.
But the first 2 times where he has to go on set, he gets picked up. He gets picked up by these guys or whatever. And I think they even blindfolded him, right?
Yeah.
They blindfolded him the first couple of times. So they blindfold him, they take him. Then the second time, that's where shit gets weird because he needs to do stuff to the mother of the little girl, but right in front of the little girl as she's dressed as Alice in Wonderland.
Yes, in the background.
And the little girl is into it. So that's not into it, like she's not doing things to herself. Don't think that. Yeah. She's just yelling out commands.
Yeah, in the background, way in the back.
Yeah. And then he doesn't want to do it.
Yeah, but he's like, what?
The guys who look like cops, they just grab him. So
yeah. Anyway, things are getting weirder. He's so like,
that's where it got weird, but then that's where he was like, that's enough, because he goes to the director. He's like, look, I'm not doing this. If there's going to be minors, you got to be kidding me. And that was too much abuse. I've done abuse before, but not like that.
Right.
So, and then, you know, the director was trying to like, that's where the newborn movie. I don't know.
Well, before all that, he's wanting to quit, and the director's like, look, the girl that's way in the background, she's an actress. She's in on it. All of them they're all actors. Okay. The cameramen, they're all supposed to be acting. It's all part of it. You know, he goes, I wouldn't put anybody anywhere where they wouldn't be comfortable or they wouldn't want to do it. Like, he's really trying to sell his art, his artistic, vision to Milo, to bad Milo Dirk Diggler.
Well, that doesn't mean it's legal. That doesn't mean it's legal, But then again, Serbia, I'm not sure. I heard that's a dodgy country. At least that's what my European friends have told me. Oh my God, did you freeze again? Yeah. All right, everyone, let's just wait a minute. But cheers to you all. Thanks, Mary, for telling me to pour it up. Yeah. You're slowly coming back. We'll give it a few more seconds here. Don't worry. Oh, there we go. I hear you.
My hair?
Yeah.
All right. Did a little drunken boxing here while well, anyway. So he's like, look at my new vision. And he puts this tape in and shows his next big project. Female is in labor. The female has a baby. Something happened to the baby that we won't get into. It's more implied. If you're worried and getting ready to freak out, it's implied. They don't show it. Okay. But it's still, even it implied, that may be too much for some viewers, right?
And even so, that's where I saw like where I paid attention, where I saw like some stuff going on with the special effects. I was like, oh, the blood is very coagulated. I was like, that was a little too coagulated for my taste.
Right.
Like, oh, I could see they didn't trim that part off. So that's where my special effects. See, people can't watch movies with me, especially horror films, because I will kill the horror film for you. That's why I do everything alone when it comes to these things, because I will kill a movie for you. But so
anyway, the good news, the good news is that Milo's disgusted. And he's like, all right, you just helped me make my decision to get the fuck out of here. So he basically he quits, he goes home, meets with his wife, lets her know I'm done. And then take it over.
Well, you forgot the main part to that scene of the baby was not really the fact that you know what's going to happen and they basically almost show it, but it's just the fact you hear it screaming.
Yeah.
So that's what bothered more people. So I
Yeah.
always tell people, if you're going to watch that scene or whatever, just turn the volume down. That's mainly the main
You don't
part.
see anything. If you're
But that's
concerned, you're going to see something.
Yeah, but that's the part where everyone turns it off. Everyone who I've known that has like seen this movie and they just told me they turn it off.
Right.
So this is where, like, okay, so he goes home after that. Yeah, he's telling his wife, I'm going to end it or whatever. He's not gonna
anybody would get the fuck out after that.
Yeah. And then he goes back to the office of the director and he's like, look, I'm not going to do this. Oh, he goes, no, was it the office? No, because this time Milo was following the guys in his car. That's why. Exactly. If you want them to get the fuck out, yes. You can't stand your family. This is the movie for it.
Hit that like button, guys.
But oh god, where was I? Oh, so yeah, so I believe that was the scene where they were going to come pick him up again, but this time Dirk Diggler decided to follow them instead in his car. So he does that and he goes, talks to the director. He's like, he's out. And they're like, oh, well, we will never force you to do anything you don't want to and blah, 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 whatever. And, you know, he's driving back home, but then he's getting followed. And I can't remember every single detail because I just know they injected him. I think it was like a mixture of acid and like, was it a mixture of acid and methamphetamine? I don't know.
Yeah, but they fucked him up.
It was a mixture of 3 drugs, like 3 hardcore drugs, and they injected him with him. So obviously he's going to be out of it. And then that's where like the snuff stuff begins. Like, you know, he kills that one mother, the actress. Yeah.
Don't forget, before all that, though, he wakes up at home and doesn't know how he got there. And there's blood all over him. He's like, what the hell? And then he goes back.
Yeah.
He goes back to the mansion, sneaks in, and finds the videotapes in the camera, and he grabs it all and leaves. And then he starts watching, you know, in sections what he did, which he didn't have any idea what he did, and that's kind of how the movie slowly, you know, reveals itself from there.
Yeah.
All the horrible things he was involved with. Thank you, Beefy, for another donation. But and then he starts watching, and then he's just like, his mind is blown that he was even involved with any of this, because those drugs that he was given, they made him horny as hell. Like he was like a rabbit.
Oh, that was the other one. Duh. They mixed Viagra in it.
Right. So he was horny as hell. He was rabid, and he was out of his fucking mind. So he had absolutely no idea what he was doing. It was really fucked up. I mean, this is real horror. Fuck the Bye-Bye Man. Okay? Fuck Wish Upon. Okay? Fuck Annabelle. This is real horror.
Fuck Annabelle for sure. No.
Right.
It's like,
this
come on.
Is real horror. And then he, you know, then go ahead and take over from there. See, let the audience know.
See, this is the thing. Like, I think you're going to have a better memory at this point because it's like, because you just recently saw it. That's why I haven't seen it for like a good couple years. So, yeah, I just remember, like, I remember the main parts and I remember the overall story of it. But yeah, I totally got that, because where I was about to jump into next is he bumps into that old friend of his, the porn star, the old porn star, the one who got into other stuff.
He watches her on tape.
Well, yeah, first, because that's the thing. Before, oh my God, I can't remember the order,
he sees her arguing. Yeah, he sees her arguing with.
Oh, he sees her arguing with the director.
Yeah, and then the director takes care of her after that. Which is another fucked up scene.
Yeah. But no, you got to remember too, like, Milo was talking to her before she got, before they effed her up. Oh, you froze again. Oh, there you are. You're back to normal.
Yeah.
Okay. But remember they were talking, and then that's how we all found out that, you know, she molested a donkey or something like that. Like she did some stuff with animals. So, So that's when we found
Luckily,
out,
they
and
didn't
she
show
was
any
like,
of
"Well, what
that.
are
They
you
didn't
talking
just
about? I've
imply.
done some thing." Yeah, no, we were. It's not enough. There was a lot of stuff going on. We didn't need to see that, but she was just basically telling muck it up or whatever, like, come on. And then she tried making a move on him, but then he was like, no. But then
Right.
see, that's where it gets a little hazy for me, because then she goes, yeah, I do remember. And then after that, he's seen all the tapes, and then he's seen it in order. Then he sees his friend also getting really fucked up, because she then
Yeah.
finds out that it was getting it, like, now understanding what they're doing. She was like, okay, now I understand what he's talking about, but she couldn't get away with it, and they just added her to it. And then we also forgot to mention, like, how the brother, because the brother's a crooked cop, by the way. Oh, I'm breaking up now. I don't know. Am I
All right.
breaking up to
I think
anybody?
you're good now. You're good now. You're good now. Chat, is she good? Do you see her chat?
The crooked cop.
I think we lost you. Hold on. Are you there?
Good.
I see and hear you. Oh, no, wait a minute. Hold on.
Yeah, I'm here.
Okay. Okay. It seems like you're buffering, like you're.
I feel like I have to move a lot.
You're popping locking.
Oh, well, there's a fly in front of me. Pop and lock. Okay. I was just going in and out. See, for me, it looks fine. That's the thing.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel fine. I mean, I look fine. So at least from my point of view, but
your camera's getting drunk. Okay, Fluffy Pig said we're both good. Oh no, now you really froze. All right, let's wait for Jax to come back. What's up, Louis Tinoco? Welcome to the Strizine. Welcome, David Maine. Saw the Metallica movie. I can dig it. All right. Dark Gable 8381 says, I would rather watch paint dry than the Bye Bye Man. Yeah, that's about right. Man, Jax just disappeared. Oh, I lost her. Let me go send her another invite. Hold on, guys. Let me send her an invite here. Gotta do it again. Hold on. Maybe her phone died. Welcome to live streaming. All right, she should pop back in a minute here. All right, so I'm going to keep it going. So basically, he finds the tapes in a camcorder, and he watches all the tapes. And basically, it gets worse. The things that he's viewing that he was involved in, that he didn't know he was involved in because they had him on drugs. They had him all kinds of shit. It gets worse after just worse. I'm sure those of you have seen the movie. I'm sure you have seen. Oh, here she is. Hold on. Let me bring her back. There you are. All right.
We could continue from the number. I thought we were going to have to start a whole new one.
No. I just sent you a new. I'll keep it rocking and rolling if that happens again. And then it's just a regular Halloween cat, Dark Gable. It's just this regular Halloween cat holding the pumpkin. That's all. All right. So I was basically telling them while you were gone, that, to make a long story short, things slowly get worse and worse after each tape that he watches of himself, of the things that he was involved in, that he had no idea he was involved in. And I'm sure all you guys that have seen the movie already, the one crazy insane scene where they have female on the bed, and he's all drugged up, and he goes over there and does the deed, and then they give him a machete, and he does the deed, and after he does the deed, he's still doing the deed, if you know what I'm talking about. Crazy shit, man. Like I said, wish upon people. Annabelle the Conjuring. This is not for you guys.
Compared to Saw, like, nah, Saw ain't nothing to this.
Okay, the Saw movies, the torture porn, no. Okay, just no. Anyway,
people hate me for saying this, but I did not get into Saw. I saw the first one; it was all right, but that was years ago. I can't even remember it, but I didn't really get into them.
When I finally saw the Saw movie, I enjoyed. I'm thinking of Hostel right now. Have you seen the Hostel movies?
No.
Yeah, the first one was okay, and then the sequels were
The
bad.
second one looked interesting just because they had like that countess, like it was like almost like a Countess Bathory relatable scene, but not really.
Yeah.
But that's probably the only reason why I would want to see it. But that's it. I'll probably just leave it there.
The first Saw was the best one.
Okay.
That was the most interesting one. The sequels they're there for if you want to watch kills.
Well, you got to remember because I know
watch interesting kills.
Because I remember people were saying like it was more like a mystery, so it was kind of different at that time.
Yeah. Well, now because Hollywood, we got to milk the franchise. Did you see the new movie coming out with Chris Rock?
No. Is that is it like look up
the trailer. Look up the trailer called Spiral. And Spiral takes place within the Saw universe. So we're gonna milk it, damn it.
God.
Hopefully it's a good
flick. God, it already looks bad. It already looks bad. And I didn't even click on it yet.
You can't handle serious detective Chris Rock?
Oh God. Samuel L. Jackson and who else? No, just Samuel L. Jackson. I thought it said The Rock. I was like, The Rock is in here?
No, Chris Rock. Samuel L. Jackson's in there? Oh, you know he did.
You know he did.
So anyway, do you want to take it further, or are we going to jump straight to the third act?
I'll watch it later. But anyway, so towards the end, should we give away the spoiler alert?
Yeah, we're just not going to describe in detail what he does, but yeah.
Yeah, I feel really uncomfortable talking, especially because spoiler alert, the ones who are on the bed and they're doing the stuff too is the wife and the son. And I'm not especially the little boy. Okay, I know I called the little boy ugly, but this was a really sad face, and I was just like, oh God, no, is what was done and everything. I just basically the family got kidnapped, and remember how I said that his brother was a crooked cop? Well, guess who was involved behind the scenes? He was the brother. Yeah, but
so the brother was there. He got his rocks off, but what they made Milo. What's up?
We got candy.
Right. That's right. Happy Halloween, everyone. Happy Halloween weekend. So put it this way, we're invested with the movie. Me and Edgar, and I'm sure yourself, we were already invested with the film. The tension and the suspense built up, right? To the big finale reveal. And when we get to the big finale reveal and what they make the Milo, like it handle.
Okay, repeat it one more time because you for me at least you buffered, I guess. Oh, real quick, Crystal Moon asked, did you hear the theory of the Jigsaw being Kevin McAllister from Home Alone?
I don't know. Either that's the worst thing I've heard or that's the most brilliant thing I've heard. I have not heard that.
Oh, it could be
I have not heard that. It could be hilarious. It could be good. I don't know if that's what they're going for, but interesting. I'll have to look into that, Crystal. Thank you for that. But hold on a second. Let me make sure I'm all caught up here. We got Nina Lusik from Germany. There you go, Jax. Somebody from actual Germany. That's right. Nina Lusik. That's right. He's an actor over there. What's going on, buddy?
Ooh.
He's going to bed. All right. Have a good night, bud. Yeah, so whatchamacallit. So we get to our finale and it's revealed, the horrible thing that they made the lead do. It's terrible. We're not going to talk about in detail what happened. But put it this way, a movie's a good movie. Despite the disturbing things that happen in the film, despite the disgusting things that happen in the movie, a movie was still done well. When you are just as pissed off and angry as the father is, Once he starts to come to, once Milo, Dirk Diggler, starts to come to while he's doing the deed and realizes what the fuck is happening, once he realizes what he's doing and what's happening around him, the rage, it's like a switch. The switch is flipped, boom, okay? And he immediately, and especially he turns and sees what his brother's doing. It's fucked up. And what he's doing is fucked up. Once he realizes what he's doing is so horrendous, he immediately, and you got, before all that, during all that horror that's happening, the fucking director, who's so fucking out of his mind, is like, this is film. Look at all our Serbian families together. Oh, this is film. Just making it worse, right? But the point I'm trying to make is, a film is good and it's done well, despite the trash and people say, oh, it's just smut. Oh, it's just garbage. It's just shock value. No, fuck those people, okay? To each his own. If you didn't like it, fine. But the point I'm trying to make is, a movie's done well when you have just as much hate for the director and the people involved that made the adult industry leader of the porn actor what they made him do. You hate them, okay, at that point. When he finally realizes what's happening and what he's doing, he immediately snaps, flips, realizes where he's at and what's going on. He immediately dives forward and attacks the director and starts kicking his ass and bashing his head in.
Yeah.
When that happens, I was on the edge of my seat. My buddy Edgar was on the edge of his seat, and we were like, fucking kill these motherfuckers. We were just like, like fucking kill everybody. When he went on a fucking rampage and was fucking up, pulled out the pistol, shot at the wannabe cops, smashed this dude, we were cheering. We were like, fucking kill everyone for putting this guy.
No, especially when the wife came to her senses too. Well, when she was waking up, I mean.
Yeah.
We got into it too, but I just.
Oh, yeah.
And then the part where the director, like the guy was dying and he still like was so sick in his head, like what he wanted. Like
this is film.
As he was dying. Yeah.
Oh man. I was like, just adrenaline rush. I was like, dude, fucking kill everyone. And that's where I feel I'm gonna get a lot of flack for this. I'm gonna get a lot of flack, and that's fine. But that's where I feel Get Out failed. Okay. I liked Get Out. I reviewed Get Out. I like Get Out. It's a good movie. But where I feel is that it failed was when things finally get revealed in Get Out, we should have seen our lead actor snap. He should have snapped and just decimated everyone in a satisfying, this is what I'm trying to say, like I'm an Italian director, a satisfying, all right, satisfying way. But when I was with the lead actor from Get Out, when he finally realized what the fuck was happening, all the fucking deaths were off screen. And this is an R-rated movie.
Yeah.
Get Out was an R-rated movie. He's curb stomping this one dude. Don't see it. You don't fucking see it. He goes after the mother and kills her off screen. Don't see it. I'm like, no. The audience is on this ride, this roller coaster. You got to give them the payoff. And I kind of, even though I like Get Out, I kind of got blue balls with that finale. I just kind of did. You know what I'm saying? Oh, another donation from Beefy. He's asking a question here. The Hostile franchise need to do a new movie. Hostile is more realistic than Saw. Hostile is like a J. Epstein saga of grotesque. Yeah, check out the first Hostile, Jax. I think you might find it entertaining. It's just the sequels after that. It was kind of like.
You watched. I like what she said. You watched a good extreme movie when you feel like a freaking awful human being for a week later.
I admit, I felt like I needed a shower after watching I Spit on Your Grave. I admit it. But anyway, that's the point I'm trying to make is despite what people say about A Serbian Film, I really enjoyed it, and it was really fun.
It doesn't end there. Remember, there's still that next scene.
I'll let you handle it after we finally get our. Right there. Yeah, everyone gets killed. Then go ahead and take it from there.
All right, so then you see them back in their house, like, you know, Dirk
Great
Diggler.
stuff here. Great stuff here.
So after they basically went on an adrenaline rush and like killed everyone around them, then they go home and they're like, oh God. I think he locks them in a room, right? For like a good week or something, his son and his own wife. Because they were just mentally out of it. Everyone was mentally out of it. So they were like locked in for like a good week. And then finally he lets them out. And then like, you know, what's there left to do after going through that? Like therapy ain't going to help after that.
No.
Dude, it's just not. And then how are you going to, like, how will you go up to a therapist anyways after that? Like, hey, this happened. And, you know, it's not going to, I need a shower for watching.
Nice one, Rob. Nice. Oh, hold up. I think this might be my boy here. Hold on. Oh, he wants me to tell people what I thought of Becky. Really? Okay. I think I might know who that is. That might be my boy there. Hold on. Let me get rid of that. Yeah, go ahead. And I might, if we have time, I might give my thoughts on the most recent film that everyone loves and everyone's raving about, Becky. If we have time, I'll go into that. But go ahead.
Okay. So then, like, he goes ahead, like, he gets his family or whatever. They all go to, like, his bed or whatever. And they just commit suicide there. Like, he just basically, it's like, how do you do it? Like, they're all hugging each other. And he has, like, the gun, like, all around them like that. And then they just commit suicide. And you think it ends there. You're like, okay, good. They're out of their misery. No, necrophilia shit happens after that. Another film crew comes in. It's like they knew. This shit was going to happen.
Yeah.
And then
they were still being watched.
Another crew comes in, and then they have the cameras ready to these dead bodies. And then he tells the guy, start with the boy.
Yeah.
And then it ends like, it's just like, let them rest in peace at least, man. Come on.
Yeah. But I really like that scene. But it's realistic, though. I really like that scene. Because
the cinematography was really good. I think that's what made it more convincing, because it was but
the acting from the family, even the boy, even the kid had the same blank, what the fuck just happened to me stare. He did not stop having this look on his face the whole time they got back to the house.
And these actors that were in it, I know they were like real popular actors in Serbia, so a lot of people got a lot of heat for this film, because I know Serbia like separated. It was like the whole Yugoslavia thing. I'm not gonna lie, the times I've looked into the Yugoslavia history, I was a little kid when all this was happening. It is so goddamn confusing. Like only the Europeans will be able to understand this. I feel like here, like, we just is you know, I just know. Every time I try to look into it, because the director was saying, like, this movie represents how angry we are. And I'm like, the fuck?
That's a disturbing, fucked up way to show it. All right. But back to this.
You're expressing like this. Go ahead.
But back to the scene.
I'm done.
Where I really like that scene where they basically, the family is just sitting around eating cereal. They're trying to get back to normal, but there's no way. And I really like that scene where he's grabbing for he's still holding the pistol, the dad, and the mother comes over there and grabs his hand and gives him the signal, like, yeah. And it's very sad ending and a fucked up ending, but it makes total sense. I mean, there's no way after experiencing that trauma that it would be extremely impossibly difficult to live a normal life after that, you know. And it's sad. It's sad to see the family go that way.
Yeah.
But again, true horror, not wish upon, not the bye-bye man. Okay, true horror was represented in this film. But Well done. I think it was for the tale that it was trying to tell. I think it was very well done, and it gave us at least a satisfying finale where the dad just went ballistic and fucked everybody up. And I love shit like that. But I don't love shit. I usually love shit like that, but unfortunately, with the extra movie I'm going to throw upon you after we talk about Martyrs, I think they fucked up with that type of scenario, and you're going to be blown away. You're going to be blown away, Jax, when I tell you about this other movie. Okay, all right. So that's a Serbian film. Am I disappearing again?
No, well, I see you.
Okay. Rob from ETN's on a roll here. Hey, wait a minute, man. I thought you liked that movie. Hold on. I thought you liked that movie. Wait a minute. Anyway. He's talking about the Godzilla movie with Matthew Broderick. Uh-oh, Jax is frozen. She's Ice Woman.
What? I am?
There you go. Now you're back. Okay.
Oh, no, I was just really still. I was just really still.
Lady Fat Blood. Now, Lady Fat Blood has never seen. Oh, thank you, Crystal. Oh, hold on a second. 2LDK is one of me and best friend's favorites. So under talk about, yes, Crystal, I agree. Oh, I just fucked up my arm. I'm not excited. I agree with you. 2LDK. If no one has seen that movie, 2 people in one room. That's the movie, and it's fucking great. Go see 2LDK. Thanks, Crystal, for the donation and the recommendation. Have you seen that movie, Jax?
Well, I'm Googling it right now.
You gotta see 2LDK, but don't look at trailers or nothing. Just watch the movie.
Okay.
Very well done. I think it's 2 college female students are rooming together, and that's all I'm gonna say. It's pretty good.
I wouldn't think something with that startup right there would be that interesting.
Yeah, but I believe it's Hong Kong. I believe it's a Hong Kong film, so make sure you get subtitles on. But it's a good movie. It's a very underrated film. 2LDK is. But hold on a second. Rob's back. Okay, so he grew up to like Godzilla 98. All right, fair enough. Okay, so go ahead.
How did you discover Martyrs?
Oh wait, before we jump into Martyrs.
Okay. You want me to start?
No. Before we get into Martyrs, Lady Fat Blood has never seen a Serbian film. So when I borrowed the Blu-ray from Sexy Sumo, my homie let me borrow it. When I rewatched it the other day, I showed it to her for the first time. Did I cut off?
Uh-huh.
Can you hear me?
No, you're fine. We're back. We both cut off. Yeah, I can hear you.
All right. So I showed it to her for the first time. Do you think she liked it? What do you think? Do you think she liked the movie?
I would think so, because you're gonna have to like this. Mm-hmm.
Well, if Chad is wondering,
and shocked if she decided it.
Yeah. If Chad is wondering, Lady Fat Blood did enjoy a Serbian film. So there you go. She did like that.
I was about to say, like, how could she not? Oh,
she could be picky sometimes. Yeah, she could be picky sometimes. All right. So, Martyrs. Again, I think it was my buddy, my homie Edgar. I think he brought the DVD over. He had it on DVD. Thanks again, Beefy, for the donation. Best Serbian movie ever made is Time of the Gypsies by Emir, and I'm not going to say that last name because I'm going to fuck it up. Kusturica. I'm going to have to check out Time of the Gypsies. Thanks again, Beefy, for the donation, man. Hold on. What? Hold on. All right.
Well, I think you're talking about Lady Fat Blood. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. She did enjoy it. She did like it a lot. But here's the comedy. I dare. You know what? I'm looking at the camera now. I dare you, Hollywood. I dare you to try to remake a Serbian film. I dare you to try to do it. I highly doubt Hollywood will try to remake this movie.
I want Hollywood to stay away from it. Look what they did to Martyrs. The American version of Martyrs.
There's the third movie. There's the third movie I was going to drop on you. I watched it.
Oh,
I watched it.
oh, you watched
Okay.
it?
Yes.
Oh my.
Yes. Because right after I rewatched Martyrs for our live stream discussion, I was like, let me decide. I heard it was bad, but I didn't watch any reviews on it. I checked Hulu, and it was on Hulu. I was like, fuck it. Let me watch it. Oh, it is fucking trash. It is trash, and I'll get into why it's trash. I'll tell you the differences after we get done talking about this movie. But yeah, Edgar, my homie, let me borrow the DVD of Martyrs, and we all watched it, and we were all like, pfft. So go ahead and start.
All right. So the way I discovered, oh god, was through Spooky Astronaut. So if you guys don't know her, she's the redheaded Australian girl who, basically, she used to do something called Horror Around the World, and that's where I got my idea for my videos for Metal Around the World.
Yeah.
But she doesn't do it anymore. She only did it like a few countries and that's it. But if you guys ever go to her channel, check out that series, like you will find like some good stuff. And then she was in France, and that's where I found out that, you know, the French have really good gruesome horror films. Haven't seen every single one that she talked about, but so that's how I just basically discovered it. And obviously, if you want the real good one, is the French one. It has to have French not French subtitles. They have to be speaking in French, English subtitles.
Yes.
That and is better graphics, better cinematography, and everything. So you're just gonna know which one's which.
Hold on a second. Hold on a second. Eric's saying it's not as bad as the Martyrs remake. It's not as bad as there wasn't. I didn't even know there was a remake for Inside. Are you fucking serious?
Oh god.
No, have you seen Inside?
I haven't seen the original, but I've been wanting to. But I didn't even think they will make a remake of that.
Wow, Eric, I'll have to get with you later, buddy. Maybe we could do a live stream and talk about that. But wow, I did not know that they remade Inside. But go ahead.
Wait, do you want me to start off?
Yeah, go for it. Kick us off.
Yeah, so basically how it starts off, it's really fucked up. It's really fucked up.
True horror though. True horror.
Like, this is the thing. You see a little girl running in fear, but she's like beaten. I don't mean like your mom used to beat you when you misbehave. I mean like she was fucking bleeding from all over. I forgot where exactly she was bleeding, but she was beaten to a pulp basically.
Yeah, mostly her head.
Her head. Yeah, because in this movie you're going to see a lot of hair being ripped out. I don't mean shaved off. I mean they're like pulling it from the scalp. So you see that, and somehow she ends up in an orphanage, and she's not talking except for, okay, I can't remember which one is Lucy and which one is, I think, Annie, right? Or Anne?
Anna's the friend, and Lucy's the one that went through all the bullshit, all the trauma. Okay.
So it starts off with that, and then like Anna's the one who went through the trauma, right?
Lucy.
So Lucy doesn't talk to any of the doctors or anything. She just can't. So she talks to Anna. So she's able to talk to her at least and tell her what happened. So that's only like maybe like the first 5 minutes of the film. It's like a little montage, kind of goes quick. So then after that scene and after the credits or whatever, you then see like this happy upper middle class family, and they're just, you know, talking or whatever, and they get a doorbell, and then right there is the shotgun to the head or scene or whatever. It was just right. It got straight into your face. You were like, oh shit, they waste no time.
The father went flying.
Nothing was wasted time or anything. And then it ends up being Lucy, who's over there just blowing brains out and everything. And then, and then the one who was the last one that was left to live was the boy. And then it was the boy, because or was it the daughter?
It was the daughter.
Oh yeah, okay. She asked the boy though, because she was like, "You know what was going on, don't you?" And then he just kind of like looks like,
"Do you know what your parents did to me?"
And he was just like, "Yeah." He looked defeated, so she shoots him, and then she gets the girl. So you were to think they would just get up and leave after that, which what I would fucking do. It's like what I would fucking do. Right. Like, I got my revenge, but there's more to it than just that. So they're just in the house like for a while, and then it takes a while for Lucy to commit suicide. But I don't mean like it was so like the effects to this was perfect. There was nothing wrong. I found no fucking mistakes in this whatsoever. They really invested in the special effects makeup. So the suicide scene, it wasn't just like, you know, shooting a head kind of stuff. I'm gonna bust some pills or anything. Like, no, she broke a window and got a glass and then fucking slits her throat. Like, it was just, even for me, it was hard to watch.
Yeah.
So, and the thing is, like, you know that Lucy and Anna, they love each other, not really like in a lesbian. I didn't really get a lesbian way. It's just like truly love.
Well, Anna loved her more, a little bit more.
Mm-hmm.
Because you have that scene where Lucy, because Anna arrives at the house once Lucy tells her over the phone what she did.
Mm-hmm.
Because remember, this is what, 15 years later from when they met as children, right?
Yeah.
So she finds the family. She tells Anna over the phone, "Hey, I found them. The ones that were involved with fucking me up and doing what they did, torturing me. I did it. I took care of it. And Anna's like, "What do you mean you took care of it? Like, we're supposed to call the cops and let them know where these people are at. What do you mean you took care of it?" So Anna's like, "Just give me the address. Let me show up to where you're at." And she arrives, and Anna's freaking out because she sees all these dead bodies. And when she arrives, she's trying to help her get rid of the bodies, but you have that small, intimate moment where Lucy hugs Anna. And she kisses her on the neck right here twice. And then you see Anna's face kind of, and then they back away, and then Anna goes for it and kisses Lucy in the mouth. Obviously, her love is a little bit more than friendship.
Yeah.
And you see Lucy push her back and be like, "What are you doing?"
Yeah.
And then Anna's like, you know, she's still kind of confused at what's going on. But the point is that the movie does a good job without showing too much that they do care for each other. And then as soon as you arrive at the house, you never leave the house.
That was, because like the whole time, and don't get me wrong, I get it is part of the plot, and I get the mentality behind what's it called, behind Anna, and like, you know, she's out of it and everything. She just saw her, you know, the one woman she loves, like, you know, commit suicide and everything, and she doesn't know what to do. But wasn't she there for like 5 days in the house? It was like a total of 5 days, right?
You know what? I don't know, but when I watched it again, it kind of feels like it was kind of maybe a few days. I'm not sure, because I know at night when it was raining was when Anna was trying to help bury the bodies. And then the next morning is when the rest of the people show up.
Yeah.
At the house. So, but the point I'm trying to make is that the horror and the disturbing part of the film didn't let up. Like as soon as you arrive at that family's house, it's carnage, craziness, and don't forget to point out the fact that Lucy, she's dealing with some shit because she's always seen something. She's always seen a female figure, disfigured female figure, always trying to attack her.
Oh, that's right.
Right.
The one that she couldn't save from the beginning. Right. Yeah.
Oh, you're gonna love what I tell you about the remake. Oh, I can't wait to get to the remake.
Okay.
I can't wait to get to the remake. But go ahead.
So just like the first 15 to 20 minutes, what makes it good, because whenever Lucy has flashbacks, okay, screw Scream Queens and all these Scream Queens or whatever, like these girls fucking scream bloody murder. Like you really think they're getting killed. That is like that convincing.
Performances are phenomenal.
Yeah, like any other horror film, I don't care if it's the movie Scream, I know what you did last summer, fucking Halloween, whatever it is, none of those screams compare to what the fuck, like you really thought they were dying, you really think you're watching a snuff film. So that's one thing I had to mention, like the torture and everything, you see the abuse. And what I liked about overall this film, and I just have to talk the importance of this, I like that there was no jump scares. And I like that it was very quiet when they were torturing her.
Yes.
Because you could hear the suffering.
Yes.
That's important.
You felt the suffering.
Yeah. And this is a movie, I'm not gonna lie, I've only seen it once, and I had a
Yeah.
hard time watching it again. Like I couldn't watch it again because it was that good and it was just that convincing. I'd rather go back and watch a Serbian film again because at least
Right.
with that I could drink some alcohol and just like kind
Yeah.
of drowned it out a little bit and kind of like watch it and appreciate
Yeah.
it. This movie is just like it was just even. I felt like I was there. Like I don't care how much alcohol you give me.
Yeah. Thanks for the donation, Lenny, the OG. Thank you, sir. You rock. I heard the Girth brothers. That's right, brother. We're united, and I had to come through. That's right. Rob from ETN is also in the chat. You guys, make sure you go over to his channel and subscribe. Yes, sir. Thank you again, Lenny. Yeah, so for those of you that are still curious about the plot of the movie, obviously, Lucy goes there for revenge. She kills the family for torturing her as a child 15 years ago. And then, the mother, that's right, I forgot. The mother wasn't completely dead. And Anna tries to, because Anna, when she arrives, she's like, what the fuck is going on? When she realizes, she's trying to bury the bodies, but then she finds out the mother's still alive. And so she said, shh, don't say anything, quiet, telling the mother that, and then she's trying to help the mother out. Mm-hmm. Once Lucy finds out about this, she's like, oh, no. She goes down there, finishes off the mother, and then she kind of knocks Anna over, and she's like, you never believed me this whole time, did you? And that was too much for her to handle, because she's dealing with seeing this deformed, creepy, freaky looking female that you find out later as a girl when Lucy was a girl, and when she escaped at the beginning of the film, you find out later that she came across a room and she sees the deformed, tortured female in there bound, asking for help. For some reason that she kept seeing her attack her. So in the movie, spoilers again, when you see the deformed, creepy looking female attack her, Lucy is attacking herself. She's injuring herself because of the trauma that she's been through, and when she's seeing these things. So once Lucy realizes that Anna kind of doubted her, and Anna was really the only one that loved her, and she kind of doubted her, that was too much for Lucy to handle. And then Lucy does the deed.
Oh, okay. Like I said, it's been a while. It's been 5 or 4 years since I've
that's why I wanted to rewatch it. But then that's what happens. But after that, Anna is so like she's kind of traumatized in a way herself of what's going on. She's finishing burying the bodies. Then Anna gets on the phone and she calls her mother, and just to talk to someone. Obviously, she doesn't tell her mother what's going on, and her mother's like, "Are you still with that bitch? That perverted psycho bitch? You need to leave her. She's no good for you." And then she leaves. And then Anna hears a noise in the kitchen. The shotgun was in the kitchen, and then the shotgun falls somewhere. And she's like, what's going on? So she puts the phone down, and then Anna goes over to the kitchen and finds a doorway, which leads to a lair. And she opens up the lair, and you see a ladder and kind of a manhole. There's keys there. She grabs the keys, unlocks the lock, opens the manhole, and she's like, what the fuck is this shit? She goes down the ladder, investigates, and there's a hallway, and on the side of the hallway is all these different rooms, jail cells, a room, and on this wall is
you can I'm hearing you come back, bud. Okay, so everyone take a bathroom break. If you need to go to the bathroom. Never mind, he's back.
Okay.
So on the wall.
Right. So when she looks in the hallway, on this side is the jail, is cells, and on this side is pictures on the wall. Disturbing real life images of people. She doesn't know if they're dead or what's going on, but every photo that's on the wall, every person's eyes are open and alert. Kind of disturbing looking, right? Mm-hmm. Anna goes down there. She hears a noise. Now, if it was you or me, we'd be like, no, we're getting the fuck out.
Yeah.
We're getting the fuck out, right? It's just time to go.
Just call the FBI, call somebody, and then just like, yeah.
Right. She hears a noise, right? She goes and investigate. Unfortunately for her, curiosity kills the cat, and her investigating was her undoing. But then we wouldn't have a horror film, right?
Yeah.
So she goes down there, she hears a noise, and then she opens up the door, and she sees a poor, tortured soul, an older woman there with a metal. She had like a metal, kind of like a helmet attached to her.
It was almost like it was just basically
She couldn't see. She could only hear.
Her hair was gone. The metal plate or whatever it was literally kind of like a helmet. Yeah, it's like old style helmet, but it went all the way past down her eyes. That's the thing.
Yeah. It covered her eyes. She could only hear. So obviously Anna, she's good natured. I mean, she's stuck with Lucy all these fucking years. So she goes down there. She frees the female, and she's all shriveled up, bloody, tortured, very disturbing looking, and you feel really sorry and bad, very for the character, and very great performance by the actress. And she goes to rescue her, and she brings her upstairs. She first comes to her to clean her wounds, but once she realizes that her whole entire body is a wound, she's just like, fuck. So
there's the part too where you'll be like, why don't you just call the cops? Like, why are you doing it yourself? Like, I don't. That's where it drove me more insane. Like, fine, you want to be nosy, fine, but that's where it drove me insane, and I couldn't stand it.
Yeah. No, I get you. I totally understand. But she draws a bath for her in the tub, and she sits her in there. Of course, the female's freaking out because she's in water now. She knows what the hell's going on. And she tells her to calm down. And then she tries to remove the helmet. It's freaky because the helmet is basically bolted on her head all the way around. Yeah. And so she had to crowbar that shit, and and blood came out, and the girl's screaming. But she finally gets it off. It rips off, their skin rips off, and then she grabs a towel, puts it over her head, and tells her to calm down. And then she goes downstairs. She comes back upstairs, and she realizes that the female's gone. And the next time she sees the female is in the living room area, cutting herself, freaking the fuck out, similar to when Lucy would freak the fuck out when she would see the deformed woman attacking her. Very similar. Anna runs over there. She tries to stop her. Of course, the female punches her and knocks her down. And then she turns, and then all of a sudden you see her forehead just go blah, because somebody shot her and she falls over. And then you see these dark clothed people come in, these group of people that come in, a whole bunch of men and one older female. At this point, Anna's like, what the fuck is happening? And you as an audience, this is important. You as an audience are like, what the fuck is happening? And that's what's great about this movie. True horror is that you're thrown, as soon as you reach that house, as soon as Lucy reaches the house and starts blowing everybody away, your reaction is, what the fuck? This is fucking crazy. And what is happening? Nothing is revealed to this point until now. And the older female basically tells her, like, well, who are you? What are you doing here? And she recognizes Lucy, and she's like, Lucy, yeah, she got away from us all these years ago. Back in 15 years ago, we weren't as organized as we are now. And she basically, they kidnap Anna, and she tells Anna about their purpose. And the purpose of their organization, or cult, if you will, is that when someone goes through so much torture and trauma, they're on the verge, when they're almost on the verge of death, but they refuse to, and they refuse to die. They become martyrs. And during that, they transition, right? And when they transition to the other side, they see what's on the other side. And that was the purpose of this whole organization, was they want to know, what happens after you die? where do you go? Is it heaven and hell? Is it heaven or hell? Is it, what do you see? Is that real? Is there another plane? Like, what is it? And that was their whole purpose. And it's fucked up. It's crazy. And it's kind of like a little ridiculous a little bit, but that's the purpose of the horror aspect of this, is that's their goal. And she refers back to the photos that's on the wall, is that all of those people that were pretty much tortured to death were still alive in that instance, and their eyes were like wide open. And she keeps telling Anna, look at their eyes. Look at their eyes. Look at their eyes. And that's their purpose. And they capture Anna, and like you were saying before, they start, torturing Anna every day. And what's interesting about the torture every day is that, this is not a feel-good horror movie. Okay? This is not a, trick or treat, which I love. Yeah. I love the horror anthology Creep Show, and I love the horror anthology film Trick or Treat, where you can sit down, it's gory, it's fun, it's a great time, it's a great Halloween film. This is not that type of movie.
Nope.
This is not a feel-good movie, okay?
Not at all.
But every day when she got tortured, every day, it kind of weighs on the viewer, right? Like, you're just like, we're still going.
It really weighs on you. Yeah. And the thing is, like, she was really like, she wasn't even like tied down. It was more like metal. Like, it was like some kind of, what was it? Like, it was.
They had her chained up.
Oh, they had her chained up. Yeah. And then not only that, I could have swore, I might be, my memory's a little fuzzy, but didn't they have like underneath the chair, like somewhere for her to shit or something like that? I don't remember. Like
there's a hole in the chair.
Yeah. And then, it was just every day a guy will go down there and just literally just beat the living hell out of her as she's chained down. And then they'll feed her from like a pea soup or something like that. It was like they'll feed her from time to time. They kind of dehydrated her, I think. Yeah. Because
they would even set her free.
Huh?
They would even set her free and see if she can get away. But of course, she just gets beat down by the big guard, obviously.
Yeah.
So there's that slice of hope, and they take it away.
Yeah.
And I'm pretty sure the director did this on purpose to where the viewer, we feel exhausted.
Yeah.
Right? Pretty sure that's on purpose, which is gonna fucking piss you off when you hear what I tell you about the remake.
Okay.
Oh, we're getting to it. So anyway, they end up going down for one more torture session, and it kind of seems like she's willing now.
Mm-hmm.
She's willing to go with it.
Yeah.
She's not fighting anymore. And they end up taking her to this other place, and they end up skinning her.
She can't even identify her anymore. Like, all they leave is like just her face. Like, that's it. Everything else is gone. Remember, I told you they were pulling out her hair. They weren't shaving it. No. They didn't scalp her or anything like that. They were pulling it out like that. It was
Oh my God, I can't wait to talk about the remake. But yeah, go ahead. Oh my God. Oh, someone give a shout out, Tales of Halloween. That's another very good horror anthology film. It's a lot of fun. It's a blast. Check out Tales of Halloween if you guys are unaware of that for Halloween tomorrow. It's a good watch. But yeah, they skin her alive, and then, except for right here, like you said, and then they kind of hold her up, and while she's close to death, she finally realizes that she finally lets go, is what they say. Because they go down there and they're like, holy shit, her eyes are open. They run up, they tell the older lady, they tell everybody, like, oh, it's happening.
This is where it freaked me out anymore, because I didn't realize how large the organization was.
Yeah.
I didn't. So you think they're just calling up the old lady or whatever. And all of a sudden you see these fancy cars come up the driveway, and I'm gonna say there was like 30 people in the living room, let's say 30 or 40 people, and they all look like upper high middle class and everything. So it just, they all, and they're right there just excited, and they're just like I don't want to say excited, it's more like a relief, like they're finally got it right. It was so effed up. So the old lady goes down there and sees for herself, like she needs to know, right? So she finally asked Anna, she was like, okay, tell me what you saw. And the thing is, she whispers something in her ear.
Right, we don't hear it.
We never hear it. Let's just say that we never hear it. But that's the point. So but she tells her, and right away the lady's face from being happy goes to like, I don't want to say disappointment, but it was just more like fear.
Right.
Like she did not like what she heard. So
or just like shock a little bit of shock too.
So then she stays in the bathroom for a while. The old lady goes in the bathroom for a while, and then the guy, his name was Etienne. That's all I remember. He goes and he's like talking to everybody. He's like, "It's finally here. She's gonna tell us. The madam something finally found out everything.
Right.
She said, you know, saying that she'll be right out soon." And then like, you know, the madam is taking a long time. So he goes and knocks on the door. He's like, "We can't wait for you." The guy's just excited and everything. And I think she's taking off her makeup, if I remember correctly.
It almost looked like she's taking off her makeup, but it almost looked like she's preparing herself for something.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
And then she has that line where she asks, you said his name was Ethan?
Etienne. It was basically French for Stephen. Let's just call him Stephen.
So she basically asked Stephen before he leaves her, because she's in the restroom, and she asked Stephen, she's sitting in the tub at this point, and she asked Stephen, or on the tub, and she asked Stephen, what do you think happens after you die? What do you think you see after you die? And he tells her, I don't know. I honestly don't know. And then she says, keep having that doubt. And then right after that, she pulls up a pistol, boom.
See, I completely forgot that part. I completely forgot about it.
Right. So,
and that's
open to interpretation, right? So, do you think that since Anna told her what she's seen, do you think she basically was like, fuck everybody else, I'm going to the other side, boom? Because obviously, if it's horrific on the other side, she's not going to be willing to go that quickly, right? So what do you think that she was just like, wow, this is what happens on the other side after you die. Peace out, I'm out. I think that's what's kind of happened. It's open to interpretation.
Yeah.
And that's the end of our movie. And it's a very punishing, pulverizing. It never lets up. As soon as you arrive at that family's house, it never gives the viewer a time to breathe. It's very, it's barely you have a moment to sit down and kind of, okay, what the fuck is happening? But it was very relentless, bam, 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 bam. And that was the point of the film. It was to show true horror, right? And it's not for everyone, and that's okay. If you don't like Martyrs, and it's not your type of horror, it's perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with that. Yeah. But it is nice to see somebody come up with a concept that's different, original, and willing to push the envelope for the viewer. Because sometimes you get tired of the wish-upons. Sometimes you get tired of the bye-bye mans. You get tired of the same old bullshit. And you want something with fucking balls. You want something that's willing to push the envelope and make you go, whoa, that was a fucking crazy movie, and I will never forget it. And I think me and you will never forget Martyrs. Yeah. However,
before you get to their remake, let me just say, because like I said how I felt after A Serbian Film. Okay, A Serbian Film made me feel dirty. Like it's just like, yeah, it was one of those films you feel dirty. Uh-oh, you froze. You're like this. You froze. Okay, everyone, bathroom break. So we're going. No, okay, he's back. Never mind.
Cheers, cat.
quick
Chat, you
bathroom.
guys are awesome.
Okay. So now you're back. Okay. So with Serbian Film, I felt like just dirty. I just was like, what the fuck did I just see? This is disgusting. Like, what the hell? I was really in for it. And I remember I watched it on my laptop. I closed it. It was on YouTube, by the way. The first time when I saw it, it was on YouTube. And they had the whole thing. Yeah, I'm not kidding you. It was on YouTube. So that's how I found it. So, and it was basically unrated. Like I saw everything we talked about. It was on there.
How did that get on YouTube?
That was 4 or 5 years ago before they start turning into Disney, remember? So, and I just remember I was like, I closed my laptop, I turned it off or whatever, and I just had a few sips out of the bottle. I didn't even get a cup or a shot glass or anything. And oh, shut up. It's like, so I was just like drinking out of the bottle, and then I just went and took a nap, and I was like, I need to try to forget this. And then with Martyrs, it just made me fear people. It just made me fear people. I didn't leave my house for like a good week until I had to get back to work. Remember, at that time I was freelancing, so I was like,
Again, true horror.
The opening scene of Suicide Club is on YouTube uncut.
I don't know. Crystal might know more about these type of movies than us.
Oh, she likes watching a lot of those horror films. Like she's watched more than I have for sure.
All right, Crystal, we're gonna have to talk.
Yeah, I'll send you guys your friend request. I mean, that's not her real name, but you guys should friend request each other. You guys can find each other on my Facebook. But what was I going to tell you? No, that's pretty much it, actually. That's all I had to tell. Okay, so go in. I need to know how bad this was. I mean, I've heard pieces, but yeah. Let's see how bad the remake is. Grab your alcohol, people, because I'm pretty sure you're going to need it, because I'm pretty sure it's that bad.
All right. So.
Well, we need to play a shot game.
Okay.
You decide on that. If people need to play a shot game or anything.
A shot game. Take a shot every time I say this is bullshit.
Okay.
That's the game. Every time I say this is bullshit, take a shot. Bullshit or fucking bullshit, take a shot. Okay, here we go. Drink responsibly, though. All right, here we go. So after I got done rewatching and revisiting Martyrs, I said, you know what? I heard the remake is bad. I haven't seen reviews on it, and I just heard it was bad. Let me just, you know what? Fuck it. I'm in the mood. I'm still awake. Let me look around. So I looked and found it on Hulu, and I was like, oh, God, here it is. So luckily, I didn't have to pay for it. If I had to pay for it, fuck that movie. I don't want to pay for it. All right, so I watched it. Here we go. Are you ready? All right. Right at the beginning of Martyrs, what happens? What happens in the original, right? You see it's kind of a disturbing look. Because you see the little girl barely clothed, bloodied, tortured. The child actress did a great job of showing fear on her face as she's injured. You know, remember, because they had her sitting down for so long, she had to get feeling back in her legs. So when she's running in just in fear for her life, she's kind of limp running, right? Disturbing to look at. Like, what the fuck happened to this little girl, right? Guess what happens in the remake? Picture perfect little girl.
Oh, God.
Right? Maybe a little bit of blood. Maybe a little bit of blood.
And long why would it be trickling from there? Like, where's is there a scar? Like,
long hair. Long hair, right? Don't see cuts or bruises on her body. Wearing a long gown, right? And as she's running away, so not only is that visual already fucked up, you already fucked up. The movie just started and already fucked up. So it's fucking bullshit. There you go. There's your shot. There's your first shot. Fucking bullshit. Okay. And to take you out of that scene, they throw in credits.
Okay.
You got a girl that maybe might be injured, maybe might be scared.
I just hate how you said she was in a gown, in a long gown. I hate how they think that's scary on little kids.
Yeah. But let's throw in the credits during that scene to fuck up the pace. Right? So they fucked up already at the start of the movie. They already fucked up. Okay. Do you remember that creepy scene where she ends up escaping, but she ends up at the girl home and she meets Anna, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they have a few moments together, but it's not drawn out. Like you get it while they're friends, right? And you have that creepy scene where she puts the chair up against the door.
Yeah.
Right. And then she gets underneath the blankets, and then the door opens and she's like freaking out. She calls for Anna, but Anna's asleep. And then you have that creepy scene where she pulls down the blanket from her eyes and doesn't see anything on the end of the bed. She doesn't see anything.
Yeah.
The camera pans back to her face. She looks this way. She looks back. The camera shows a creepy looking shadowy figure. And the only white that you see is her eyes staring back at you. It was kind of like, it was one of those like, ah, right? Yeah. No, stupid jump scare. She pulls the curtains. She pulls the sheet down from her face. And it's just this zombified looking fucking female like there. Just, ah. It was so stupid. They fail. And you know what the original needed? The original needed more long, drawn out friendship scenes between Anna and Lucy eating cookies.
Oh my!
Because we're so dumb here. We're so dumb here in the States that they have to dumb the movie down to show more scenes of why they become friends and all this. So she goes in and steals cookies out of the kitchen to give cookies to Lucy because they like cookies. Fucking bullshit.
You know what? I'm just gonna drink from the bottle now.
Just to drink from the bottle. Okay. Then instead of 15 years later, it's 10 years later for some reason. We go to the house. Now, remember, we spent a few minutes with the family, the picture-perfect family, before they got destroyed. You remember that?
Mm-hmm.
The mother was outside of the house doing some outdoor plumbing, right? The father was in the kitchen making breakfast for the kids. The brother and sister were kind of going back and forth at each other, like, yeah, I found a note, and you're trying to write some love letter to you the love interest, and he's like, screw you, man, just doing family brother and sister stuff, right? Like you kind of spend a little bit of minutes before the carnage happens. Even the dad sits down and goes, son, what did you figure out what college you want to go to?
Yeah.
No, and then they get decimated, right? No, none of that. They're just already at the kitchen table, right? They hear a doorbell, they say a few words. That's it. It's fast. They say a few words. That's it. They hear the doorbell. They go up there. The father gets shot, but he doesn't fly back violently like in the original. He just falls over. The mother gets shot in the back with a bad CGI blood thing.
Oh, God.
And then she shoots the brother. Keep in mind, this is all in shiny, bland, broad daylight. Like all this sunlight's coming through the house. None of this is disturbing. None of this is disturbing. The actress, like I said, I don't know if I should blame the actresses. Maybe they weren't directed well.
They probably weren't.
Or the director wanted to do more, but the studio cut off his balls. I don't know. But the main actress that played Lucy, pretty and clean.
Oh, very American, yeah.
Nothing wrong with her. Meanwhile, you go to Lucy from the original. As soon as she arrives at that house, you can tell she is fucking disturbed. And keep in mind, that actress is a model. That actress is actually pretty in real life.
Yeah.
But you would never know she's a model because of her performance in that film, where she's just shooting randomly and she's disturbing and just disturbed and just freaking out on it. No, pretty and clean in the remake, no problems. I'm here for revenge. You gonna butter that toast over there? Can I have some toast? Can I have get some toast? You know what I'm saying? Right? So she shoots the son. Then she runs upstairs, and instead of the original where she shoots down in the bed and the daughter escapes, and then she shoots her in the back, and then she shoots in the air because she's disturbed. In the remake, she just shoots in the bed. You don't see what happens. She just shoots the bed. Oh, I guess the daughter's dead. Right? Even though it's R-rated and it has some blood in it, Doesn't even compare. It's not even close to the original. Not even close. So it's fucking bullshit. Now, guess what happens next? Same thing. She calls Anna. Anna, I did the deed. Anna shows up. She's freaking out. She sees these dead bodies. Right? Now, before all that, you remember the creepy, deformed lady that Lucy was seeing, thinking that the lady was attacking her, right?
Mm-hmm.
Do you remember how violent and graphic that got, where the lady was cutting her arm slowly and cutting her back slowly and doing all this stuff, and it kept going, and it was freaky looking, it was kind of creepy looking, and it made the viewer go, what the fuck is happening, right? Oh, nay. You see generic kind of zombie ghost looking thing, nothing creepy, nothing disturbing about the female, just nothing. Whoops, sorry, I knocked off my glasses. Nothing.
You know, I didn't even know you were wearing glasses until they found.
Sorry.
Now I see the difference.
Sorry. I'm that pissed off about, I'm that animated and kind of, and a little tipsy, Mighty. I'm a little tipsy too. I'm that animated about the fucking remake. So in this one, she just kind of slashes at her a little, and she's like, oh. That's it. Totally different vibe, right? Just totally different. Now, I know what you're wondering. You're wondering, like, okay, we're going to get to the scene where Anna realizes the mother's still alive. Anna tries to save the mom, right? Lucy comes down, kills the mother, realizes Anna never believed her, that she was seeing things or what she went through, and then she kills herself graphically, right? Guess what happens in the remake? She comes down there, kills the mom, and then she tries to kill herself, but guess what she does? She goes to the top of the staircase, rolls back off the top, falls down, and breaks her arm.
God.
That's it. She didn't even die. She couldn't even kill herself right. She just fell down and broke her arm. Anna runs down there, wraps up her arm, puts Lucy on the couch, and Lucy doesn't die.
The bottle?
Fucking bullshit. Take a drink, chat. Take a drink.
The bottle?
So then again, like in the original, there's a noise. Anna goes, investigates the noise, and she finds the lair, gets the keys, unlocks, goes down the lair, sees the rooms on the side, the jail cells, see the pictures on the wall of the disturbing people, the martyrs on the wall. Instead of that whole entire scene of a disturbed, like fucked up, tortured woman that you feel really bad for, with the bolted helmet to her head, instead of that scene, guess what she finds? You ready? She finds a little girl who's dirty, who's not even tortured or anything or bloody. She's just dirty, and she finds a little girl. She's like, help. Fucking bullshit.
I heard that. Do you watch Horrible Reviews? The guy Horrible Reviews?
It sounds familiar.
He said, like, because he did a reaction to, not a reaction, but a review to it. I think it was him. I'm not sure who it was. No, it wasn't him. It was Count Jacula. Because he did a very angry review.
I know.
Yeah, he did a very angry review on the remake of Martyrs. And he's like, the little girl looked like she had a bad day and they canceled My Little Pony. and it looked like she wasn't even chained up right or anything. So
yeah.
And then they said her shoes were like squeaky clean or something.
Yeah. They just got her off a school bus and threw her in there. She was just a little dirty. That's all. That is a huge contrast from the original. The point, they missed the point. They missed the point of the original movie, where you like it or not. They missed the point of the movie is to beat the viewer over the head with a relentless, what the fuck is happening? Horror torture moments. That's the point of the original. And this one, you could totally tell the studio was like, no, we gotta make a movie for the Bye Bye Man crowd.
Uh-oh, did you freeze?
Right?
There you are. You're coming back. You're coming back. No.
So studio would make a movie.
Okay. You're kind of buffering, but okay.
Okay.
You're slowly coming back. Slowly. It's almost like a good 90%. We just wait for that 5 more percent coming in. There you go. You're just a little digitalized, like pixelized. There we go.
Okay, we're good.
You're good.
Right. So anyway, you could totally tell this is a studio horror film where they were just like, let's bring in the Bye Bye Man crowd, the Wish Upon crowd. Let's bring in the Annabelle crowd, their first film, right?
Mm-hmm.
That's why things are not as disturbing, but that kind of destroys the whole point of the original. What was the point of remaking this if you're going to cut off the fucking balls, right? So next up, we have a scene where the little girl meets Lucy. Okay, I'm a little tipsy, all right? She meets Lucy, and they realize with each other that, oh, you were captured too, and I was captured too. So I guess we have to have a scene where we hold hands.
I don't know if I should take the bottle or the cup. I'm looking at my alcohol.
Not yet, right? So then they realize, oh, here comes the crew, right? Here comes the crew. They arrived at the house now. Then they run outside. They get captured, right? Well, what's part of the horror? Then they throw them back downstairs in the break. So the little girl's back down in her little cell. Lucy is in her cell. Anna's in her cell, right? And you could tell they're torturing Anna, but you don't fucking see anything. Like, you even show a drill. They show a drill, and you hear I'm drunk, chat. I'm sorry. You hear Lucy scream. You don't know what they fucking did with the drill because they don't show it. The whole point of the original was that any female could have been chosen for this project, right?
Right.
I think I lost you. There, are you there? Okay.
Yeah, I'm right here.
Right?
I'm right here. Sorry.
Guess what? In the remake, let me get her name right. Sorry, Chad, I'm a little tipsy. Lucy is the chosen one. The original, at this point, Lucy already killed herself, right? But in the remake, Lucy's the chosen one. When you rewind a little bit back, you remember after Lucy killed the family, you have that scene, that disturbing scene where she goes back down with the parents, and she grabs them, and she's like holding them like this, going,
yeah.
Remember that? You remember that, right?
Yeah.
Right? Well, guess what? In the remake, instead of having that disturbing scene, Lucy goes over to the parents. She's like, because Anna's looking at her like, Anna's sad, right? And then Lucy's like, don't be sad. You know, they tortured me and and they tortured me and they chose me because I was the chosen one. And I'm like, you're taking away everything that was cool, that was interesting about the original. You're taking away the horror. You're taking away the threat of what the fuck is happening. You're taking that away because you're too busy explaining to the fucking dumb audience that you think is dumb what's happening. That was the horror, and the point of the original was that you didn't know what's going on until towards the end. But in the remake, because studios think American audiences are fucking stupid, which we aren't, but they think we're dumb, we gotta explain everything early. Lucy, the disturbing one that killed herself in the original, she's over here going, they captured me a long time ago when I was a child and tortured me because they saw me as the chosen one. Completely took away what was cool about the first movie. So anyway,
Jax doesn't want to hear any more from this debacle. No, I want to hear more. I just always have this face. I just, no matter what, like I just have a face like this. No, I mean, don't get. Yeah, it is a little depressing, Dog Soldier. I'm not gonna lie.
It gets better. It gets
Mhm.
better. You're ready to take a shot. Here we go. Oh, the
Okay.
Sci-Fi Century just showed up. Here we go. What's up, Sci-Fi Century? What's up, Daniel?
I'm ready.
So, here we go. What do you think happens next? Take a guess. Little girl's alive. Anna's alive. Lucy's alive. What do you think happens next?
Nobody dies yet.
So guess what happens? Anna, the older lady in this version, the actress says, "Oh, bury her." After she gives her exposition of the whole martyrdom, she's like, "Well, bury her with the family. Take her back and bury her with the family. She's useless because we know that Lucy is the chosen one." Yes, preach it. Oh, yeah, preach it to the choir. The chosen one, right?
Do they really exaggerate like that? I'm just curious.
Huh?
Do they really exaggerate it like that? I'm just curious.
You might as well, because I'm already pissed off about the movie at this point. So anyway, guess what happens? Okay. Meanwhile, in the original, the viewer is getting punished, and there's an onslaught of torture scenes for Anna over and over and over, right? That's in the original. Oh, no. We got to dumb it down for the audience over here because we think the audience over here is stupid. Guess what they do?
Anna,
they try to bury Anna, right, with the family. Anna escapes, and then Anna becomes the hero of the film.
Because we just all need a hero no matter what.
Fucking bullshit, drink.
Why did I sound like Bonnie Tyler right there with the song I Need a Hero? I'm like reciting 80 songs now.
I was sitting in my chair watching this like, they're going to make her the final girl. They're going to make her the fucking final girl. I know it. They're going to make her the final girl. They're going to make her the hero. And that's what happened. So Anna goes back to the house, fucking stabs this guy with a shovel, kills this guy, impales this other guy, grabs a pistol, shoots this other guy, because they know that's what audiences over here probably want to see, right? But again, it still defeats then make your own fucking movie with that. Make your own fucking movie.
Yeah.
Don't remake something and totally change the point of it. Right? Yeah. So she's the hero. Lucy's the hero. Meanwhile, in the original, Lucy's getting skinned alive. But in this one, because we're stupid, apparently they think we're dumb over here, she's the hero. She shoots this other guy. She actually ends up getting stabbed by fighting one dude. She gets stabbed, so she's bleeding out. Remember that. She's bleeding out.
Okay, she's bleeding out.
So she goes into the room where you have the whole cult there, and they're going, the greater good, the greater good. And they have Anna there. And instead of her whole body being skinned alive, instead of that, they just skin her back for some reason. Just her back. They skin that. That's it. And I'm kind of like, okay. Then they put her on the crucifix thing. And then similar, her eyes are open. She's martyring. All right. She's martyring, right? She's looking, oh, her eyeballs are looking over. She's like, oh, right. And then Anna comes in there, guns ablazing, telling everybody, hey, I'm going to shoot all you motherfuckers unless you bring Lucy down, and so I can save her. Oh, I'm sorry. Let me rewind a little bit. She goes, before she rescues Lucy, or goes to rescue Lucy, she rescues the little girl.
Okay.
Yeah, she rescues the little girl and tells her to run away and be free. Free?
Like if it's
fucking bullshit.
Like it's
fucking bullshit, dude. What the fuck?
Oh
right?
My God.
Be free. Martyrs 2015. Be free, child. Right? Then she goes in, guns a-blazing or whatever, to fucking save Lucy. They bring Lucy down. She sits over Lucy. Lucy starts saying something similar to the first film. Anna hears her. Okay, this is different now.
Yeah.
Anna hears her, but one of the cult minions is on the side, and he hears what she says also. After that, the older lady, the leader, she shows up and goes, oh, what did Lucy say? He says Lucy's the chosen one. What did she say? Don't let her die in vain. What did she say? We must know this. And then Anna turns at her and goes, I don't know, you tell me, and shoots her. Right? Doesn't make any sense. It makes no sense. She shoots the older lady. She's dead. The older lady, the cult minion that was there, he heard, and he goes, I heard what she said. Shoots himself in the face. Like, it was literally that fast. Like, it was just like, I heard what she said. Boom. Like, it was so bad. And guess how the movie ends? Are you ready? Are you ready? Since she's bleeding out. Yeah. Fucking bullshit. Take a swig. Take a swig. All right. So, guess how it ends? Because they think the audience over here is dumb. They think the audience over here is stupid. So we have to have a happy ending. So the first part of the happy ending, you save the little girl. That's the first part of the happy ending. The little girl is saved. The next part of the happy ending, all the bad guys get killed. The third part of the happy ending is that she lays down next to Lucy. And remember, she's bleeding out earlier, right? So she's slowly dying. And Lucy is still martyred. She's still martyring. She's still martyr mode. Oh, my glasses, I knocked it off again. She's still martyr mode. And Lucy, and then you have a flashback of them as little girls. And she goes, you believe me, don't you, Anna? And Anna goes, I believe you. And wherever you go, Lucy, I'll go with you. I'll never leave you. And then we come back to modern day. And Lucy is martyring. Her eyes go white. And then Anna's next to her. And she dies. And she martyrs. And her eyes go white. The end. Yay. Yay.
Fall flashers can't stand this shit and want to come off. Like, even my fall flashers want to feel like I'm done.
Dude, I couldn't believe. I could not believe, because when I first started watching the movie, I expected a bland, safe remake. And we got the bland, we got the safe, but I was not expecting heroic final girl action badass chick ending where we have this happy ending in a way. And that defeats the whole point of the fucking original, was that the original wasn't supposed to be this
Oh God.
There was a lot of stuff I left out, but I'm a little faded. So I got to the meat at least. But that's the Martyrs remake bullshit. And now I'm scared. Oh, here we go. Eric from Asian Movie Enthusiast, he says, I cannot wait to hear your review of the remake of Inside. Oh God. I can't believe they remade that movie.
I need to watch the original first before I even see a review on the Inside.
Yeah. Inside was pretty crazy, but it was good. But it doesn't have a Hollywood ending. That's all I'm going to say. It doesn't have that type of yay ending. But that was Martyrs 2015, and it's a piece of shit and a waste of time and completely pointless remake. And unfortunately, we get a lot of those.
And I'm just wondering, because, like, okay, I understand we never really wanted to be exactly like the original. We want, some kind of differences or whatever. What I don't understand, why couldn't they at least make it up to like a level like Saw or Turistas or something like that? You know what I mean? Add it to that level. Okay, I get it. It's not going to be as great as the original, but just bump it up a little bit. I mean, we've some shit.
Here's some good examples of an original horror classic, but the remake does something a little different. You have the original The Thing that came out many years ago, black and white, and then you have John Carpenter's remake of The Thing, right? You have The Fly, original old school classic black and white film, and then you have David Cronenberg's remake, The Fly, that kind of did its own thing, kept it similar, its own thing, still so respect.
There you go. Okay, you're coming back. Somewhat. Oh crap! You froze again.
Oh, I'm frozen.
There you go. I can hear you. There we go. We're coming back. Yay!
I'm seeing a lot of Cruel Jaws comments over here. I don't know if you saw our anniversary pickups unboxing video, Jax, but
I haven't finished watching it yet. I saw the first half. I need to continue watching it.
You see the gag gif I got for Lady Fat Blood, the Cruel Jaw. There's a movie it's labeling itself as just Jaws 5, and it's called Cruel Jaws because he's cruel. Everybody's talking about it over here. Well, anyway.
Oh, okay.
The Blob. There you go. Thank you, Rob. The Blob, classic old school film horror movie with Steve McQueen. The remake is one of the most underrated 80s classic horror remakes. If you have not seen the 80s version of The Blob, Jax, check it out. There's some great gore.
Next time he freezes. I only know one.
Am I back now?
No, you're fine. Yeah, I think that meant earlier.
Yeah. So Rob's having a Cruel Jaws watch along tomorrow night. This is the way, which is hilarious. Yeah. And, I have not seen, have you seen the remake of Suspiria? Have you seen, the reboot?
Not yet. It's on Amazon, right?
Yeah, it's on Amazon Prime. So
I heard it was
I have not seen it. So people expecting a remake will hate it. People expecting a reboot and the movie does its own thing, but it's actually well done, will like the movie. So that's another good example, Suspiria. I still need to
off topic. The Saved by the Bell's getting a reboot, and the more I watch the trailer, the more I'm getting into this because I'm for that lifestyle, man. I was 2 years old when that shit came out, and I ever since then I watched it, so I'm down to see that fucking movie.
Saved by the Bell. I will not be watching Saved by the Bell. I will wait for your report, Jax, on what you think of the show. I will let you tell me.
And I'm actually thinking of paying YouTube for all the episodes so I can rewatch it. I have one of the seasons on DVD. I just can't remember which one. But I'm I should go back and watch it. After all, I'm over here watching Malibu CA and all those other shows.
Have fun. Hey, have fun. So yeah, so like I said, like you were saying, if you're gonna remake something, maybe do something new or different, but still be quality. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But Hollywood, they're thinking numbers. What can we pump out to remake quickly? And they totally missed the point of the original Martyrs. They totally missed it.
Yeah.
But
and it was really low budget too, so there was no way they were going to compete with the special effects, and they can't even do it in CGI mode. It's nothing. They couldn't afford anything.
Yeah, but it was. I can't believe how safe you felt safe with the remake.
Mm-hmm.
There was no safe feeling with the original Martyrs. You were like, "What the fuck is happening? This is horrific. What am I watching? What is going on?" And then things get revealed later. But that's, the Martyrs remake is a good example of Hollywood not getting it. And, here's a good example. The original Dawn of the Dead, right? George Romero, classic zombie film. It's a classic. It's fun to watch. There's some dark comedy to the film. But then you have the remake, which I highly recommend. It's badass. It's fast-paced. But they went the more action route, but it was still well done. And
what year was the original remake released? Was it 1999 or 2000 around there?
The original or the remake?
The remake to that.
It was early 2000s.
Okay, that That's the one they filmed by my house because we have an abandoned. And I remember Ariel was saying that, oh yeah, they're filming it there, they're filming it that, and it's like an abandoned parking lot or something like that they were filming in it. And everyone was saying like, yeah, that's where they're filming it. And I was like, oh, okay. And then they also filmed Chris Nolan's Batman, the third one. Some of the, you know, where they find the dead body and by the in the beginning of the film of that Batman movie. Okay, I'm drunk, so I can't remember the fucking name of it. But you know the scene where Commissioner Gordon finds a dead body by the sewer or the where the water's running. Okay, that's right by the college, right across the street from where I live. So that's where they filmed. That's where they filmed.
Oh.
I remember the park was like blocked off, and my dad wanted to go for his walk. He got mad, but he got nosy. He went to go ask the security guard what's going on. They're like, oh, they're filming the Batman movie. And then when it came out, all of a sudden the shooting happened. So that's just a little what happened on my block.
Right. Have you seen the Hills Have Eyes remake?
No, I want to see the original first before I see the remake.
Yeah, the original done by Wes Craven, and it was good for its time. It's definitely entertaining. But the remake, surprisingly, make sure you watch the unrated version. Watch the unrated version. Okay. The remake was actually very fucking kick-ass, man. Like good gore effects, good practical effects.
That's what I heard.
I was very impressed with the remake of The Hills Have Eyes. But see, that's what we need. If the Martyrs remake took that route, we could have had something kind of fucking cool. But they bitched out, and what will be good for the mainstream audience? And it's just like, you know what? Your movie's already fucking R-rated already. You might as well keep it like the original. But it is what it is. So that's the remake news for the bullshit fucking Martyrs. So stay away from that shit.
I understand why she's saying it right now. Crystal Moon lives on the East Coast, so it's already Halloween in her area. So I was like, why is she saying Happy Halloween? I was like, oh, it's 3 hours ahead. Cheers.
Happy Halloween, Crystal. Happy Halloween to everybody on the East Coast.
Yay.
That's right. East Coast. Happy Halloween, everyone. And West Coast. That's right. West Side.
West Side.
Right, how we do it.
Can you
all right. Whatever. I'm all loosey goosey right now, man.
You're forgetting I'm from Inglewood, so
I'm all loosey goosey. So that is A Serbian Film and the Martyrs unrated edition. If you guys are interested in checking that out, make sure if you're into extreme films, though, you got to be into extreme films. You got to have an open mind before you even attempt to watch those movies. Mm-hmm. But yeah, check them out. Oh, I still have Crystal up. That's how drunk I am right now. Sorry, Crystal. Yeah. That's right. That's right, Dog Soldier 70. Loosey goosey, son. Yeah. East Side for life, son. What?
Yeah.
Hey, Rob. I bet you didn't notice, man. I'm out here in Cali, but I bet you didn't know. Me and Jax out here in Cali, but I bet you didn't know I was born in Buffalo, New York, son. That's right.
Yeah, but it's with an I, not an E. It's with an I, not an E. But he tried.
Are you drunk too, Rob?
I don't know how to spell Inglewood, to tell you the truth.
I think Rob is drunk too. He's drinking with us. That's what I like. Yeah. Okay. That's what I like. Drinking with us. All right. Crystal's eating chocolate for some reason.
I finished.
I can dig it.
I finished, and this is from the UK, which is my next video coming up. My friends from the UK sent me a ton of snacks, a ton.
Yeah. Here we go. Here we go. From Rob. Extreme films scare me because I am afraid I will like it. That's what I'm talking about.
That is, yeah.
That's what I'm talking about. And there's nothing wrong with liking it, buddy. Like I said, we like Serbian film and we like Martyrs. There's nothing wrong with it, man. There's different genres for everyone. That is the magic of cinema. I am drunk. How you doing, Jax?
I'm buzzing it, but I'm good. So I don't know. We're going to continue on, or should I tell another story? Do you have any more ghost stories?
I do not have any more ghost stories. If you guys missed our ghost story live stream, make sure you check that out. I talk about my experiences and Jack talks about hers. Make sure you guys head over there and watch it. Verbal Nectar podcast. But yeah, you did have one extra one for the chat, right?
It's not necessarily, I don't want to call it a ghost story. I don't know. Okay. We all heard of a doppelganger, right? We all heard of a doppelganger, right? Because this is the one I forgot to tell you. And it was actually my last one, to tell you the truth. So I pretty much said all the ghost stories I could think of. But so there was, you guys know what a doppelganger? Do you know?
Yeah.
So, okay. I don't know if you heard podcasts about them or even seen videos about them. Abraham Lincoln is one person who's seen his doppelganger in the mirror. And then like after, supposedly they say if you personally see your own doppelganger, that's a sign of death or something like that, or you're going to go crazy. That's what I've heard. So I've never seen my own, but my mom has seen my doppelganger. So
what the hell? So
what happened was I must have been like 24, I believe, was like the first time when I heard it was around. So I was like 24 years old. And at that time I was going to school in Hollywood to do the makeup and special effects stuff, right? So I was off on Monday, Wednesday, Tuesday. Oh crap. Oh, there we go. Shit.
You're back.
How come every time when I'm about to tell a ghost story am I back?
Yeah, you're good now.
Remember last time I said the incubus story, all of a sudden things went crazy?
It's the ghost.
All right, you're good. Okay, we're all good. Okay.
They don't want you telling the truth, Jack.
So what happened was like I was 24 or whatever, and then like it was early in the morning. I remember I woke up and then I went to the bathroom and I went to the kitchen. I was like, I need a drink of water, whatever. And then I felt like having the urge to go check on my mom for some reason, but I was like, nah, she's fine, whatever. So I go to my room and then I go back to sleep or whatever. So I wake up late and I see my mom in the living room once I wake up, and then she's all like, oh, what did you want earlier? And I was like, what do you mean? She was like, well, you were in my room. And I was like, no, I wasn't. She's like, yes, you were. I was like, no, I was not in your room. She was like, I swear to God, you were in my room. And I was like, no, I was not. She was like, but you weren't wearing pants. I was like, the funny part was, Mother, I was thinking about going in your room just to see on you for whatever reason. But I didn't go in. I went straight to my bed and went back to sleep because I like to sleep a lot. And
welcome to prime time, bitch. Sorry.
So what's it called? So I was telling her, no. The funny part is I was going to go in your room, but I didn't go in your room after all. I ended up going into my room and I went back to bed or whatever, right? She was like, I shit you not. I saw you. I heard you come in. You sat on my bed. And you know, when the bed goes down or whatever, I turn around and I see you. Your back was towards me. And I go, what do you want? And then you wouldn't answer me. You were just sitting there facing the wall. And I'm like, you gotta be fucking kidding me. She was like, no, I'm not kidding you. I saw you. And I was like, oh my goodness. I was like, what the hell? And at that time, I had no idea what that was. I had no idea. Because, you know, I'm not what I do now. At that time, I was an atheist. So, so I was like, I don't like whatever. So I was just like, whatever, that's fine, whatever. I mean, I was an atheist, but I kind of believed in ghosts at least. I just wasn't like, you know, into the hardcore, like witchcraft stuff I am now. So this must have been last year or the year before. I'm not sure.
Fuck with Jax. I said, yeah, chat, so don't fuck with Jax. You're fucked.
Stop. So what happened then? Okay, so we completely forgot about it. And I remember I had brought it up to some of my friends who are Christian. They're like, oh, it was probably your spirit checking on your mom. But after I did some investigation, and Crystal Moon right there, like she knows because she showed me more videos on doppelgangers. Don't for one think that's your relatives who's alive, by the way, who's alive, not dead. Who's alive? Don't all of a sudden think they're astral traveling and just going to check up and see if you're okay. No, nay. So eventually eventually, it happened again. And this time, my mom said that she saw me in the kitchen and that I was in the fridge or whatever. And it looked like I was going to start cooking and I don't know what. And then, like, she's just on the couch and she's just like, seeing from peripheral vision. She could see my hair and everything.
Yeah.
So, come on, bro. Okay, sure. So she was like saying that she could see me cooking or whatever. Then out of nowhere, I open my bedroom door and I go to the bathroom and she sees me and then she looks back in the kitchen and I'm not there.
What?
She was like, "What the?" So yeah. So those are the two times she's seen my doppelganger. Huh? Uh-oh. Are you still there?
Back now?
You still? I can slowly hear you. You're like a good 60%.
Am I back?
Yeah, there you go.
Okay. So what
slowly,
does that
but you're
mean?
back.
What does that mean when someone else sees a doppelganger?
The videos I've seen, there really is a lot of people think it might be a demon. For sure, a doppelganger likes attention. That's what I've seen because I've heard many stories on them and, from podcasts or YouTube videos or whatever. There's a lot of famous people that seen their doppelgangers. I believe Queen Elizabeth, one of the first. Was it Elizabeth? I think so. One of the first Elizabeths, but she saw her daughter, and like they everybody saw it and they were shooting at it and it wouldn't die, and then the next day she died. But people have said if you see your doppelganger, you're probably gonna die or go insane, one or the other.
So if you see yourself,
so I've never seen my own doppelganger.
Okay, okay. All right.
So, but not if other people have seen it. Yeah. So my mom has seen mine so many times, and she's also seen my dad's. So,
what in the world?
There are famous people who have seen their doppelgangers. Yeah.
Hey, I tell you this right now. So, any paranormal shit goes down, I'm calling you. That's all I'm saying. I'm gonna call you and your family to back me up. We're gonna be Ghostbusters. We're gonna take care of it. You know what I'm saying? I'm calling you.
I'll be like, can you just get some dragon's blood and burn it?
Are you still drunk?
Oh, but yeah, no, I'm just like, I feel good, but I'm not drunk. But
yeah,
no, that's the only story that I remember that I wanted to tell that I forgot to tell. But other than that, yeah, I don't know how many of you guys were on the original chat, but yeah, I had some stories.
Yeah, you guys might want to, if you guys missed that live stream, you might want to check that out. Now, this Monday, me and Rob from ETN, since he's on here, we might do a live stream. So make sure you guys stay tuned. I'll let everybody know if we're going to be doing a live stream Monday. It's very possible we're going to do a live stream. Girth Brothers Unite. That's right. Because me and Rob be girthy. But yeah, Jax, this was fun. I could talk with you all day about all kinds of shit. But I have a bad feeling the more we chat and more we drink, it's going to turn into a different live stream. And I'm going to have I'm going to have some kind of channel. I'm going to say something stupid. I don't want to do that. So let's keep it professional, if you will. But thank you. This was a lot of fun. Thank you for joining the stream, talking about two extreme horror films. It's not for everyone, and that's okay. Serbian Film and Martyrs. But stay the fuck away from the Martyrs remake. Stay away from that piece of shit remake that's so bad.
You have to watch it. Remake. Let me know how it is.
Yeah. But this was fun.
You have to watch it.
There's nothing better to get a little tipsy live, talk about horror films, interact with the awesome chat because chat fucking rocks. and it's a good time. So we will do more of these. We definitely will, even if it's just shooting the shit. I'd like to do more with you, Jax. Maybe next week we'll do some more, have some fun with chat. And again, chat, thank you for joining us and hanging out with the old Phat Samurai Guy and JaxB, the Ripper. Make sure you go over to her channel and subscribe. Show some love for metal. That's right. That's how we do it, man. Metal. And we'll see you guys next time. Peace out. Bye.
All right. Thank you. You know how to end it?